All right, we're going to go ahead and film week 2, day 3 insertion in the air raid. Which week 2 is all 3x1 stuff. Our day 3 plays dart, which is our 23-22, Lucy Rose, which is our tunnel, 5 and 6, which is our boot, our hitch boot concept, 95, which is our Y cross, and salt, which is our little swing RPO that we really like this spring. So when we're talking about dart, our big reminder for everybody is dart for the skill kids is exactly the same as counter. So the only difference that happens here is the O-line blocks it slightly different. It's not even a big change for O-line. It's just slightly different for O-line, exactly the same for skill. So looking in the box first, our rule on dart is we're gonna base the B's, we're gonna double the A's. So this is gonna be slot left 23 to us. So the left tackle would base the end. The left guard has a B gap, he's gonna base the B gap. Our center guard have an A gap, they're gonna power double the A gap, they're gonna look for a backdoor run through. And then the right tackle is gonna pull and ISO on the play side inside backer. The quarterback is reading the backside end just like he does on counter. The backside Z has what we call Roger. The play side X has a Larry, and H would have number 2. Y would come 1 yard in front of the X and block the most dangerous man, which is almost always number 1. All right, so this would be a pre-snap read. If he likes it, he takes it. This can be a pre-snap read and also a post-snap read if the quarterback pulls it. So remember, he will only pull it if this end chases the tackle and he chases it so hard that the quarterback thinks he might be able to get the running back. F counters, and he knows he's going to hit it in A gap in this situation because we got to keep B gap player. Quarterback's reading here, he can pull it and then still play a 2-on-1 game out here if he wants to. So this would be slot left 23. The only big advantage to going out of 3x1 is we kind of like this 3x1 on the quick screen. So that gives a little bit of advantage there. All right, our next one, Lucy Rose is our tunnel screen. A lot of, tunnel is a high investment play, but we try to double up our teaching because we block our tunnel and our traditional running back screen exactly the same way. So we try to get 2 for 1 on how we our teaching time on how we're blocking the Lita Rita and the Lucy Rose. They're blocked the same way for us. So this would be slot left Lucy. That's a tunnel screen coming from the left. In the box, we're going to have a pro push by both of the tackles. Their idea is get them to come up the field and then turn them and run them out of the way. Guard, center guard are taking their set, and we say check for weapons. So you can go on a count time, 1,000, 1,000, 2,000, go, or we tell them we want them to touch those guys 3 times before they release. When they release, the guard has the sidewalk, the center stacks on him, and the guard stacks on him. So we're trying to create like a kick return type scenario. Our X, 3 quick steps up the field, then he retraces, and he runs behind the line of scrimmage about 3/4 speed, 75% speed. H will take number 1, Y will take number 2. The quarterback, just to be easy on this, the quarterback, we're taking a 5-step drop, trying to look opposite. So this F will be swinging. The Z will be running a slant. He's going to be blocking. He's going to pick up someone to block. Probably not this walk player. Hopefully he'll be more in the box and get one of these guys. Just trying to set up that scenario where it looks like a kick return. We love to throw this ball 3x3, a nice, easy, catchable ball. It's looked really good in the springtime. Our defense has done a good job of really selling pass rush on us to try to make this thing look right for us. But it's been a really good looking play in the spring. Once he catches it, he accelerates and runs it like a kick return. That's all we tell him is go. It's a kick return. It's an open field, and it's been a really good play through the years. It's been a really good play for us. All right, next play, 5 and 6, which is our boot concept. Guess I'm gonna have to just go back over all this. Our boot concept. We wanna throw the hitch every time if we can. If we can't, then we'll boot out. So I'm gonna try to draw this big again. This would be slot left, and this would be a 6 to us. We call the side where the hitch is. So it's going to look like this. Our F is going to be away from the call. So the thing I love about this play is O-line is just a normal pass pro to them. Nothing fancy going on in pass protection. Z has the 5-yard hitch. He is the #1 read. We would love to throw that hitch every single time if we can. Let me make a little room here. So I always draw it like this. He's just popping his feet and throwing the hitch if he can. If he can't, he's gonna boot out this way. So the F is he's gonna check, and then he's gonna seal this defensive end inside. Now X has got the clear. That's an MOR, mandatory outside release. We've got the H on the 5-yard hitch, and that's gonna turn into a pivot. We've got the Y on a speed cut out. This would be 6, 7, 8. He's going to end up catching that thing about 12 yards deep. So I'd say 12 to 14 by the time he gets out here. The H sticks it in the ground at 5. This is a 5-step hitch. Once he sees, he just sits there, but once he sees the quarterback pump it and spin out of there, that tells him now he has to pivot straight down the line to the sideline. He becomes #2. Quarterback 1 is #3, and this out is #4. All right, so this is slot left 6, and it's one of our favorite concepts. I didn't call this enough last year, but we're going to call it a bunch this year because it's throwing one of our favorite routes and getting our quarterback on the edge, and this pivot route's really been good to us so far. So that's our quick game for the day. Next one is our old air raid favorite, 95. And 95, I don't call it enough out of 3x1 as much as I need to, but we're going to fix that this year. So if we did it out of just regular slot left, we know that it's going to be normal pass pro for us. We don't change the outside guy. So this is a post that is clear, and this is a box call. We want him clearing out, taking care of this safety because we don't want the safety coming down and harassing our cross. The Y, just like always, he's under the first, over the second. If he ran out of bounds, he'd run out of bounds at 22 yards deep. So, but as soon as he feels himself in a window, he sits down and finds a window. In this configuration, H just has a shoot route, and the Z has a 10 to 15 to curl. Fullback, remember if this was 2x2, the H would be on a 10-yard speed cut, so we put the F on a 5-yard option / out cut. So he's coming up and running at 5 yards, he's running the out, and we read, and the quarterback's on a 3-step, we read it 1 to 2 to 3, and then back to 4. So this would be to us slot right 95, and really need to call this a bunch more this year. We got a Y that's really worked hard to turn himself into a good receiver, and we want to take advantage of him in there. So slot right 95. Our last one is our salt. Really have fallen in love with this play in the spring. I think it's going to be. It was a good play for us last year, but we changed the blocking scheme a little bit. And I think it's not only going to protect the counter, but it's going to help us a bunch. So if we went slot left, salt, we would look like this. Our blocking scheme changed. We are running 25 in the box. So the O-line's doing this. We are reading the end. If he and then we would treat them these guys just like we always do on the run. Like we would treat it just like it was a 29. So he would block number 1. He would block number 2. He would block number 3. Hopefully in the box. If there's a safety level guy, we don't count him. F is on the swing, and the quarterback is going to bounce about 2 steps and make his decision whether he's going to throw it here, or if this guy takes off running with the swing, then he's going to stick it in the ground and he'll run the counter himself. All right, and I think we've talked before about we can put a sniffer here on the backside if that's the backside end is giving us trouble. Back here we would run a Roger. So this would be slot left, salt, and we've really played around with it in a spring, giving it push motion, giving it cross motion. We've played around with it. We really have fallen in love with this play. You know, it's always good when you get it out to one of your best guys, and he's got open field. So that is day 3, week 2, day 3 insertion, everything out of 3x1. Thank you.